Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the time it is that you are watching this program right now. I still go by the name B White aka Snow, and you are watching Snow TV Lifestyle Gist with my humble self B White on the channel Snow TV. Today's episode of the program promised to be different, promised to be entertaining, educative, and informative. Why? Because I have a whole lot package that I want to share with us today.
Snow TV, a spring of collective entertainment.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the time it is that you are watching this program right now. I still remain Bartleman White, aka So White, aka B White, your regular host on the program and on the channel Snow TV. Today, we are going to have to delve around and look at something that maybe some of us always want to hear. You're waiting for who to tell you. I'm not saying that I'm the one, but in a way, we try to see how we bring ourselves into this. It is said that for a country to be healthy with all his daily movements, it's to ensure that the government, those in the seats, see to the well-being of the masses. In other words, if the household is shaking, we call on either the mom or the dad to oversee what happens in the family. Such also happen in the government. In our country today, we have series of things happening in our country. In the world, do we have a country called Nigeria? Yes, I am a Nigerian. Do we have a country called Nigeria? Yes. Do we have people voted in official seat of the government? Yes, of course there are. Are they doing what they are supposed to do to ensure that the country and the masses enjoy things that they ought to enjoy? No. That will take us to the program of today. Is politics or being a politician, is it an occupation? Is it an occupation? I am a politician. Is politics or politician? I'm going to call it an occupation. Such I would say teaching is an occupation, farming is an occupation, being a banker is an occupation, being a writer, a singer, a football player is an occupation. Are we going to say that being a politician or being involved in the politics is an occupation? In my own word, I would say no. If yes, that being a politician is an occupation, not if yes, it is an occupation, okay, for them. Because it is not an occupation, or let's say other word, or being a politician, is this just a way to skyfold money, to skyfold the government treasury for you and your household to be okay? Then those that voted you and they said are neglect because you see them as nothing. We are gradually coming. That will hit us to where we are going today. If yes, that it is an occupation, how many Nigerian politicians would be ready to take up the hardship that farmers do go through to produce just a yam? How many will take the stress of going through all the bank stress and the teaching stuff? I know that some of these persons, they've rise from this area and they fly into the political seat in other way to embezzle and skyfold money and do all these things. This is coming from the happenings in our country, Nigeria. I want to run for a break, and when I return from the break, we hit in the main program for today. I still remain Bartleman White, aka So White, your regular host on the program and on the channel Snow TV. Please do not go away. Stay tuned. I will be right back. Thank you.
There is a place where everybody goes for information, news, sports, societal discussion, political talks, and all forms of entertainment matters. Guess what? You can log on to www.snowmediatv.com and keep yourself up to date with what is going on around you. Snow TV, a spring of collective entertainment.
This is Apogo on Arudi Road, Romodara. We're just informed by a team of men working that while they were cloning the drainage, they found baskets of voters' cards inside the gutter. Down here, these are the baskets of voters' cards that are here. So while they were digging up, look at voters' card. These are people's voters' card that was buried inside the gutter. Passerbys are astonished at the level of honesty the government holds. We have questions. Could it be that this is the problem of the government or a problem of an individual? When you look closely, you can see voters' cards. These are people's voters' cards that
take their voters card. That's what we
here.
want. Not for them to come and carry.
This name we have Ogbonna Ngozi students. Address is 118 Okboro Road. We have another one here, which is Vincent Juliet. All these things are all Obiakpo local government.
Found in Apogo estate.
So who saw these things? How did you see it, sir?
Inside, look at the back now. Inside the back.
Oh, it was buried. It was put inside his bag and put inside the gutter. Beautiful, beautiful. While he was digging the gutter, he said it was buried in this bag and it was put inside this gutter. My name is Samuel Osondo, reporting live from Apogo Estate, Arudi Road, Romodara.
Yes, as the program rose, if you're watching for the first time, please help to subscribe to our channel on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Twitter, and YouTube as well at Official Snow TV. And you can get to check out the latest news around the world on our website at www.snowmediatv.com, and there you get to see and flip up all the major news and trending news around the world. Yes, back to the program of today. As we were saying, is Nigeria working for Nigerians? No. Are we happy being Nigerian? Of a little percent, because it is my country of origin, so I cannot deny it. How many Nigerians are proud today of being a Nigerian? Few, if only you are well-to-do and you are also seated in the government office, looting and trying to see how you will be able to do so. I have things to share with us today. What I've gone through, things that have happened, and what is going on. But first, let's look at, in the recent past, we've seen structures of things. Crime is being committed all over the world. Agreed. Corruption is everywhere. Agreed. Even everywhere there is corruption. But in our case, Nigeria, in our case, Nigeria is different when it comes to what the government are doing. Few years ago, it was trending on the news that a snake swallowed a whopping 26 million naira from the JAMB office. 36 million naira was swallowed by a snake in the JAMB office. Today, how I don't know. Yes, such amount of money was swallowed by a snake. I don't know when snake becomes a money eater. It happens and it happens and it happens. The case goes around and it trends all over the news, and we later forgo it. As if that was not enough, a reputable bank in Nigeria, something happened again when it was all over the news that a whopping sum amount of money was being carried away or was being swallowed or eaten by an elephant. That happened to a bank. An elephant had to make away with some millions of naira. That is a country, Nigeria. Yeah, we keep moving. The things keep happening. Nobody is no. People look at it, but how many lawyers, how many judges, how many sons, how many attorneys in the country were able to look at this issue and say, okay, let's deal with the offender and see how this thing pays so that others can learn? Few. All because when you are given a little sum, you buy it out. Few days, other time, mocking also made away with some millions of naira. Same from the government office. We've counted 3. A snake made away with millions. Elephant also made away with millions. A mocking made away with millions. Few days ago, it's been all over the news. It is all over the news, and it is something is still trending that a termite ate a whopping sum of 17 billion naira. Let me say 17.8 billion naira was eaten by a termite. Sometimes I begin to ask myself this same question: when the animals, these insects, become money eater, how did they get into the office? How will a snake crawl and enter the government office, open the box if the money was there, take the money out and swallow it? That an elephant is being seen in an ATM trying to remove money from the bank. Again, like mocking did the same thing, and at the same time, we're also looking at that the termites ate a whopping billions of naira from the government office. Who is fooling who? What are we really looking at? What is the problem? That is why I ask, do we have a country called Nigeria? Yes. Do we have a working government? No. Do we have elected government officials? Yes. Are they doing what they're supposed to do to ensure that the country enjoy its basic amenities? No. Why? Because the government is so much filled with a place of me, myself, and I. Let's roll for another commercial break, and when we return from break, we have more to talk and discuss about the Nigerian government and things that we hear all over the news every day. I remain Bartholomew White, Ebe, aka Sir White, your regular host on the program Snow TV Lifestyle Gist with B. White. Do not go away, stay tuned, I will be right back. Thank you.
That's it.
So you're about to go. So we can. I don't think that because today is amazing. Shutting down most of Abuja now. Abuja no light now. Many places.
So as we shut down here now, the whole of Abuja, Akwanga.
This place will still be service because
Most of the
lights are
they are
still
all out, so we can come as studio now. We are watching. Then if you can come to the PTN data.
So where is the station service coming from?
That's what I'm wondering.
Station service.
Okay. It's Soweto! Be Africa! Be Soweto!
Snow TV, a spring of collective entertainment.
Welcome back. If you're watching for the first time, you are watching Snow TV Lifestyle Gist with B. White on your #1 online and mobile television channel, Snow TV. Please help to subscribe to our channel on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and LinkedIn at Official Snow TV. And you can check out for the latest trending and breaking news all over the world on our website at www.snowmediatv.com. Please help to share the video, help to share the good news, as we want more people to know more about our honorable and noble mobile television channel Snow TV. Yes, before we went on a commercial break, we were trying to look at the government and what it is happening in the country. Nobody said crime is good. Nobody said it is good for you to involve yourself in crime. But what we are looking at is this: how are we making or ensuring that we put our country in that position that the whole world really wants it to be? We are called the giant of Africa. Is it by name that we are called? Is it by doings? Yes, Nigeria stands to be like the biggest entertainment country in Africa when it comes to the music and the movie. In sport, we are always there. In music, we always rap. Look at the likes of Davido, Wizkid, Two-Face, Burna Boy, Tiwa Savage, and the whole of them. Look at the moving industry with the likes of Destiny Etiko, Ramsey Noah, Desmond Elliott before he became moved into the politics. And look at all that. We've done well. Chidi Bokeme, Gento Jack, the honorable veteran actor, very super mentor, Norbert Young. Also look at retired Dutcher, Patient Tuzokwo, Pet Doche, Joy Doche. Look at these prominent, good-looking people trying to put the country in a good shape. Why is it that the government trying to bring us down? In the world, look at people in the comedy section, Brother Shaggy, and the whole of all that. In entertainment, we are there, like we are moving forward, things are happening, but the people trying to make us feel that the country is in shambles. It's those in the government. Money being looted every day are not being accounted for. The biggest one moving around the news today that is becoming a very big thing. That is why the youth are agitating that enough of APC, enough of PDP, let's try something different. Hopefully that works for us. That the Minister of Agriculture in the world is telling us that he spent a whopping amount of 8.9 billion naira to clear a bush. When I first saw the news, in my thinking, I was assuming, okay, let's assume if you know Nigerian route very well, if you're traveling from Lagos to Edo State, like the Lagos Benin or the express route, there are bushes you can count of. I'm thinking maybe he has put in the money for those bushes to be taken care of. Or if you're moving from Lagos to Ibadan same way, or you move from that same route to the north, I'm still trying to recall. 18.9 billion to clear a bush and do some other stuff. What is the problem with those that have been voted for in a country called Nigeria? You politicians, with this structure of embezzlement, is this the country you want to leave for your unborn generation? Let's not talk about dollars. No, let's not go there, because if we're going to look at the dollars now, we might elapse the time we have for the program and it will be another issue. What is the problem? In a word, who is Nigeria working for? As a citizen, is Nigeria working for you? I wouldn't know about some other, but I will speak for myself. I will say no. Why? Because in here, you pay for electrical bill and you don't see them to use. At the end of the day, the power company, they'll bring you an estimated bill. They call it estimated bill. That is our word. We live in a country where schools goes on strike for months without nothing be done about it. We live in a country where the healthcare personnel, the doctors, go on strike. We live in a country where the same power sector company go on strike. What is the problem? Sometimes I keep imagining, do we have a president? Do we have governors? Do we have people who are economically oriented to reform the country? It becomes a problem. I want to rush for a break, and when I return from the break, we'll call it a wrap on the program today. Please do not go away. Stay tuned. I will be right back. Thank you.
Me, I no collect 8 billion naira security vote. I left for government.
8 billion naira. For what?
A security vote.
There's nothing in our constitution called security vote.
Hey! But you just said now that he left his 8 billion naira for security vote.
Anybody who tells that security vote is in our constitution is a lie.
Chai! So where did the word come from? Eh?
It is a terminology that was over the years formulated for one thing or the other. And I can say today that it's been abused.
Chai!
It has become the source, our biggest source of waste.
Please tell us more about security vote. Eh?
Security vote is not supposed to be more than 2, 3, maximum 4% of the expenditure. But you have a situation today where it constituted 20-30%.
Government and their wahala, their calculations. So how did you handle this security vote issue in your state when you were a governor?
When I started, I saw somebody telling me, just to say how bad it is, somebody telling me that my security vote can be as much as 12 billion.
Yeah.
Hey! Billion per month.
So what did you do?
And I said, fine. How much are we giving to primary schools per year? And they said, we have 1,040 primary schools. I said, so if we give the primary school 5 million, it will amount to 5 billion. 4 critical hospitals that were built by the church, they said, we will share 1 billion within these 5 facilities. By the time I finished, everything was reduced to about 2.5 billion. I said, this is the maximum that we will allocate to security votes.
Okay, from 12 billion, you reduced it to 2.5 billion, which you even use in sharing for schools.
Good evening, everyone. I woke up today to insults, abusing me, my family, my children, threatening me that they will burn the shrine because they said, I said, Peter Obi's supporters are zombies. First, let's be clear. What did I say? I said, I'm too angry. I'm too sad, depressed to be obedient. I said, how can anybody come up with that term? How can you be obedient? How? I don't see. Me, I can't be obedient in this country. NSAS, killings, my grandmother was killed, my father's house burnt, the oppression of my family, and I'm supposed to be obedient. I said, do you know the meaning of obedient? When they tell you to sit down, you will sit down. Stand up, you will stand up. You're an obedient person. Me, I can't be obedient. I went on to say that Obi himself was friends with Atiku. He became Atiku's vice president. So if he's Atiku's vice president, they are pals. So I can't understand. And if they had won the election, they would be pally kissing, hugging each other now. Is it a lie? Would they not have been doing that? So I don't know what you are saying. Did I call Peter Obi's supporters zombies? That means I will have got on stage and said, oh, you Peter Obi supporters, you're all zombies. Did I say that? No. I told you what the term means. If you don't understand English, tell me you don't understand English. Me, I know I didn't go to school, but I understand some basic things. What does obedient mean? I said, me, I don't like that terminology and I can never use it for myself. And I am not. Do I support Obi? No. Do I support Atiku? Definitely not. Do I support Tinubu? Please, don't look for my trouble. Don't even look for my trouble. How can I be supporting Tinubu? Have I ever supported any political party? Never. We just sit down, we look and observe and just say, because we are really, I think my family were heartbroken. If you believe you are going to change the narrative with if Obi wins, if Obi wins and the things change, we all jubilate. But I shouldn't have my doubt. Who are you to tell me not to have my doubt when I cannot tell you who to support or who you are going to vote for? Will I tell you who to vote for? I can't tell you what to do with your life.
My own dear brother told me because I saw what he tweeted and I said, no. That is not the future of the society we want to live. We need campaign based on issues that will affect Nigeria. And that's what I encourage everybody to do.
Thank you, sir.
Super, welcome back. As we look to call it a wrap on the program today, from the pictures you've seen, from the videos that you've seen, I believe that the program today imparts something into you, imparts something into me, and we also see a way we can help to reform and rebrand our dear country, Nigeria. It matters most to me when you go to the embassy and you'll be denied a visa because you are from Nigeria. At a point, America has to ban Nigeria from traveling. Other countries have done the same thing. Ghana here, we deported Nigerians. Kenya, Libya, they've done the same thing. Meanwhile, we have foreigners in our country that are not being troubled because they are here. Why this thing happening? I wouldn't blame those trying to leave the country, one, and you that are trying to leave the country. Please, let's see the way we can to preach a very good image of our country, Nigeria, starting from the president, General Muhammadu Buhari. Please, and Professor Yemi Osibanjo, our vice president, the senate president, all the governors, the senators, the rest, whatever the seat you've been voted for as being in Nigeria. Please, let's see the way we can that we help to rebuild this country. Because if anything happens, it accounts to you. Let's not talk about the bandits. Let's not talk about the X-Men. Let's not talk about the Boko Haram. Let's not talk about the unknown gunmen. Let's not talk about the kidnapping that is happening all over the country. Today, you can't boldly say that the country is secure because of things that we see around the country. I leave you in the comment section with the question: is Nigeria working for you as a citizen? If it is, drop your comment. If it is not, drop your comment as we call it a wrap on the program today. Like I said before, please help to subscribe to our channel on all our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube at Official Snail TV, and you can check out for the latest news around the world on our website at www.snailmediatv.com. I remain your humble servant, Bartholomew White, aka B White, aka Sir White. At this junction, I say stay blessed and God bless. Bye bye.